believe we're going to see a packed pit road.
Let's have a listen to some radio from the 11.
How the did we do this? We will look at it in the garage and talk about it. I don't know yet what's broken.
Frustration between drivers. It's not how you want to enter the playoffs. I know they're running for points, but at some point, I'm not sure what he's got going on. He's staying on the racetrack up against the wall, just dragging and grinding. And what is going on here? I thought he would have come to pit road right there.
Does he have so little control of the wheel that he couldn't come down pit road?
Well, if that's the case, you think you would stop. Well, with pit road being closed, the leaders won't pit. This will just get one lap closer to what I think the fuel window would be. So I imagine the whole field will be coming to pit road when it does open.
As we see here, Denny Hamlin on pit road, guys. I was listening to his radio there as all this was going down. He was driving around so the team could get prepared to sort of try and fix it. He wanted just tires, but wasn't sure what broke. The team wanted to investigate what's happened in the right front there and find out what is broken. And as you mentioned, Steve, he was riding around in an attempt to get some points. This team came in here in that close battle between 2nd and 6th in the regular season point standings. So they were hoping to maybe pick up some points and keep going. And Denny, pretty frustrated, as you heard on the radio there.
So the night that has been full of incidents and attrition, Riley Herbst out, Austin Cindric out, Bubba Wallace out, Noah Gragson out, all with damage. Alex Bowman out, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. out, all with damage. Kyle Busch spent a long time in the garage, and then he's some 64 laps down. Carson Hocevar out with that blown motor.
It's still not open. Steve, this extended caution gets people even closer to being able to fill up and make it to the end.
Oh, they're all going to come at this point. I think the whole field will come, race to the end. Remember, some cars popped off, some needed a little more fuel than others, but I don't think there'll be a big split in pit stop times.
We've seen pit road pretty calm, tonight. Not everybody on pit road at the same time, but things are getting ready to change.
Yeah.
Eric Jones also in for fuel, just trending a little loose on that 43.
This is great. I love this moment. Just everybody feels they have a chance. It's different for the guys who are already in. But what about John Hunter Nemechek? Desperation, desire, victory in sight.
Win position if they want to make the playoffs. They're going to top up full of fuel here at the 1 to go as you see them on pit road.
It'll be a busy pit road at 1 to go with pit road closed. The penalties just tail end. So much like the last restart, we're going to have just an enormous line of single file cars behind the field. You see the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek changing tires now.
Marty?
Yeah, Lee, same move for Phil Surgeon and Ross Chastain here, so they are waited that entire time. They were actually 4th on the track when they came down pit road. They're taking their tires here, getting enough fuel to what they think to go all the way, and as we promised, Jonathan Hassler brings Ryan Blaney down, just going to top them off with fuel here, so it's going to be interesting, Steve. Do you think these teams that can hit it with 1 to go will have a little bit of an advantage here on this restart?
Well, I think they're going to feel like they have an advantage if it runs green, but we have a long ways to go. I'd be just shocked if they can all mind their P's and Q's from here to the finish. But for that reason, there's Richard Childress, owner of RCR. This is why the restart looks the way it does. You see about 10 rows of 2 and then 15 or 18 cars single file.
Joey Logano and last weekend's winner, Austin Dillon, lead them back to green. Kyle Larson tucks in behind the RCR racer. And here we go, 45 left. It was a thoroughly enjoyable night in Richmond a week ago. And for those fans of RCR and Austin Dillon, your man got there. And it was quite poignant when he said post-race, I want to thank my grandfather, Richard Childress, for sticking with me through these tough times and not choosing a different driver. And midweek, Richard Childress said, it goes beyond him just being my grandson. He said, he's a heck of a racer. We never even thought about that. He's worked just as hard as we have.
Yeah, remember, Austin Dillon's won a truck championship and Xfinity championship.
Yeah, no one's ever hit the trifecta. A few have come close. Greg Biffle also won first two, never was able to do it at the cup level.
Well, we enjoyed this ride with Dillon. Pick your way through those guys who feel they have a chance. Eric Jones in the 43, Chris Buescher in the 5th third, the 17, Justin Haley in the 7th. They're at the front of this pack, and they need to be at the very front of this pack when the checkered flag comes out.
It goes deeper. Priest in the 60, Custer in the 41, Keselowski in the 6, Gibbs in the 54, Dillon in the 10, McDowell in the 71. This top 15 is littered with guys that have a chance to win this race.